Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Latin Empire of Stars 4. And here we are, just loitering about. So, I'm going to go and actually full occupy Bohemia. Because it needs to be done. Oh look, 3,000. I'll lose a bit of prestige for a few points, and it was military, which is just what I want. So, kill that. Probably all mercs, to say the least. And that puts me just a bit closer. It'll be the end of this year I get that. Now, colonialism I'm not going to get anytime soon, unless it spreads through the coast of France relatively quickly. And Bohemia just got pieced out, so that's very good. It means we have no access through Hungary, so through Bulgaria now. But that turns the favour of the war probably quite heavily in their favour. Other than the fact that Sweden is legitimately just pasting them up there, but you know. What are you going to do? Now I'm going to take the Diplotech now, just for the additional effects, and the fact is I'm going to want to upgrade my fleet anyway. 900 ducats, so what? I can do that. So, I'm going to have to help in the battles up here, quite significantly. In particular up here, because Sweden is making incursions and whatnot. But something I could also do is go all the way over here. And the reason for this is, there's forts over here, and if I siege them, it should bother Sweden. Or at very least weaken them in some sense. So, looks like now there's a big significant numbers disadvantage for the Swedes. Because, look, Lithuania and Pereyaslav probably have double the amount of troops Sweden does. Add in the 20,000 I've given to them to help in the war for free, it changes quite significantly there further. But I'm just going to be harassing them over here. Don't tell what's happened recently. Azerbaijan's expanded further. That isn't a good sign now, is it? But Kawaz doesn't have a claim on these provinces either. But yeah, someone has to break Azerbaijan, and after this war, I hope I am going to be able to do so. Alongside Pereyaslav and Poland, for a simple reason. Azerbaijan needs to be culled. Oh, thank you, Poland. Can upgrade my infantry, I think it's quite safe to do so. So, yeah, look at that. They've got an army over here, but it's smaller, but the leader's better. But our tech is equal. And it doesn't look like he wants to quite come and engage it. Not quite, anyway. Now, the rest of those cultures are going to have to change later. Now, they've sieged up a bunch of stuff down here. They're fighting up here a bit. But the war score is actually positive. Battles, overall positive. And then Königsberg, which is actually a pretty significant thing of theirs, is it? That's a good sign, isn't it? As I continue to advance up here as well, they also gain more war score. I know they're not going to allow my fleet, my troops to cross over to here, but it's definitely still going to earn them more score, and it's also going to probably actually distract some of their troops of sieging over here if I find the forts. So there's one there. 2 here. That one will go first, because that'll block this off when I'll siege this. And it'll actually block them from crossing over easily, and so on. Now, this 54k death stack will... Ooh my. That 70k is attacking that. Why? Nope, the war ended. Did they gain anything? No. Looks like the war ended with no one gaining anything. I'll tolerate that. After all, it could have definitely have gone much worse, really, I think. If you had called me in, I would have been able to utterly crush the Swedes for you. Yeah, whatever. So, the main focus as of the moment is going to be attacking Rum again. I doubt the Pereoslavs would want to join, for the fact is they're going to be exhausted from their war. And I can wait a bit longer to really assist them. Have them assist in the war. Because I really badly do want the Azerbaijanis to die. Now, how long will this last? Just 5 years. That isn't good, is it? This, on the other hand, will last till 7, and this only 4. It doesn't say what his war exhaustion is on here either. Why did he have a truce in Novgorod? He must have fought Novgorod recently. Well, semi-recently. Yep, that's where you got all that land from. Don't worry, you're going to be getting a lot of land here from Azerbaijan. If I can help it, it's all going to be Russian. All the stuff up here I'm going to try and give him. In particular, these 6 provinces. Actually, let's have a look at the states as well. So, yeah, complete these 2 states. Give him the Lower Don, Tambov and Ryazan. Actually, just give him states. Yeah, let's see. It's going to be a bit difficult to decide, ultimately, but I think I know what I'm going to do. So, my culture's spreading quite well, as you can see. Up the Balkans. Peasants and crane. First of all, it's a start culture converting this again. Second of all, crane is all the way over bloody there. That's lovely. Can wait about a month, really. But it is next to a fort, so that shouldn't be an issue. And it only put a dent in my manpower for like a few weeks and whatnot, so it isn't that much of an issue. Hello, peasants. Gets absolutely crushed. Don't have to bother sieging that, so pull you away. And this is totally ready. So as Pereoslav's current war exhaustion goes down, it's more likely that they'll join. Once I have Azerbaijan on broken up, preferably between Azerbaijan is broken up, lose most of their northern territory, and hopefully I'll be able to take my 2 pieces. Now he actually could call in Egypt as well, which would just be too much. It would be too much. So I can't make him a co-belligerent, but I am going to definitely whittle him away and break his alliances. With Egypt. We simply can't allow him to have that alliance with Egypt. Once Egypt loses Azerbaijan, he still has Khwarezmiyah, but Khwarezmiyah is really a dying power, and has been for a little while now. I mean, Azerbaijan is the strongest of them, and he's the one that I want to kill. I mean, he has the 3rd largest force in the world after me and France only has such a large force from, look at all those things at once. Extra 70%, like bloody hell, mate. I don't know what the Central Flatlands is, I'll be honest. Yearly prestige, sure. Let's see if I can declare when I get my new claim on them. Pereyaslav looks like it's recovering quite nicely. And to be honest, the land that they are going to get is going to be quite lovely for them. Ryazan, Lower Don, I can actually give them quite a few provinces really. In states that they own. Ryazan, Lower Don, and Sloboda. Wait. Sloboda, Ukraine. Actually, let's give them these 3 here. Ryazan up here, and then try to give as much as possible from here. These 3 are going to take priority, because it's part of a few states he already has, even if it's wrong culture. Then again, let's see. He's Ukrainian, and that's Russian. There's a few options to make here. And I think this is actually a very good province to give him. 21 development. Oof. That's 22 up there. These are lower development provinces. I'm going to hold back an admin tech for a moment so I can get ready for that. And what else is there? I'll lose Diplo power, thank you. Ducats then, okay. Trade ideas are definitely next. I don't really care, I'll just take some Diplo. And anyway, superior firepower is going to be rather nice, I think. Because that will make my leaders even better, so I'm going to at very least get that. Before I roll anymore. So, let me call in both my allies. Capital fort, that's it. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to cancel that, actually. Oops. Oops-a-daisy. They are in the war now, aren't you? Yep, you are. So that's going to keep Azerbaijan's attention, and Poland's flooding over as well, so this is good. This is perfect. Because it really shows the strength of our alliances. The troop counts on each side should be pretty heavily in our favour. They should be crushing Azerbaijan up there. Yeah, look at that. We have pretty much double their infantry. At least, yeah, about 4 times their cav and tons of cannons. Even Lithuania is joining in, damn. Lithuania wants to kill them as well. Nice. Now I'm going to have to reduce my attrition taken by doing this, because taking heavy attrition would be a bad idea. So they're going to hopefully paste Azerbaijan up there, while I deal the run down here. Yeah, Azerbaijan is not having a good day. Not a good day for him. Perfecto. So, once Rum is dealt with, I'll be sieging up as much of Azerbaijan as possible, and I'll try and break their alliances, take my 2 provinces, and also try and get Pereyaslav, Lipest, I am not sure how you'd pronounce that, and maybe some other provinces. Yeah, I don't blame him. He wants these, he can have them. What's his son? He's yet to arrive there, but it looks like they're gonna go and focus on me, eh? You sure you want to do that? Well, that 5k's locked in, isn't it? Kill it, kill it, kill it. Yeah, I have the slight advantage in numbers here. Slight. Jesus Christ, is he throwing... He's throwing actually... He's just not having it. He's throwing everything he has. And the fact is, because I'm the sieger... Oh, God. I'm still going to lose, aren't I? Because he has a fucking god tier leader. But we can hope I roll well, or his troops are just inferior, but... Judging by that, not going too well. I do have more morale, and I do have more discipline. And I have more cannons in the back, which are going to do some good work in the fire phases. And it looks like I might... Ooh, yeah, we barely lost. Fucking hate Azerbaijan. He's just letting himself be sieged, specifically so he can... Why is that one not able to fucking... Are you kidding me? Why is this one in particular just fucked? Why? Explain, like, specifically why he, in particular, was unable to retreat. Of course, my ruler had to die during this and have a pretender, because average claim heirs, guys. I'm gonna take this. Yes, Azerbaijan, let yourself be fucking sieged up, and so you are being a piece of shit. I'll go and deal the pretenders right now. What have I been rolling? Have they got a fucking... Yep, shock tier god. Lovely. This game is triggering me. I've got to deal with the pretenders, but it looks like I'm actually deal with the army because it's fucking battered down already. And of course, they're still focusing on me. What are you doing? Stupid fucking AI. It thinks that apparently focusing on me is a good idea. I have no idea how hard... They have no idea how hard I am going to prove them wrong. Because I am really a bit pissed off at them now. Really a bit pissed off. Okay, give my army some time to recuperate and then we'll prepare to attack. Because now it's my turn to have a few of the advantages. Look, they're finally turning around, but Azerbaijan's still leaving a very sizable army behind. Fact is, Pereyaslav has occupied most of that up there. And he will continue to do so, and I do not blame him, because I want him to get quite a bit up there. So I'm going to start my attack against them now, in revenge. Speed 2. You get over there as well. These two have almost recovered. I've caught one of his armies down here. Oh look! I may have a penalty, but guess who's doing a bit better this time round? Me, because guess what? You don't have extra reinforcements, do you? Nor do you have an actual bloody mountain to get in the way. Oh, you want to retreat, do you? Wuss. Manpower's already decreased massively because of, like, just a few battles have just utterly decimated my manpower. Oh look, I just lost 1,000 because rolling a 1 actually made that a -1 in theory. Because they all have god-tiered leaders for some weird reason. And here comes more. He's locked in, I may as well send him in and retreat him out the rest. Yeah, this basically solidifies my hate for the fact that Azerbaijan needs to be fucking cold. Control the retreat to Ankara. Fucking hell. I am going to fucking break Azerbaijan in so many different ways. But look at this, they've been sieged up here and they're just doing legitimately fucking nothing about it. Because that's smart. For some weird reason they're doing that. Yeah, Poland, that wasn't a great idea, I'll be honest. I like they just legitimately just focus down here on me. Now I'm going to move back and let my nation recover a little from the legitimate fucking pounding I've received. No, Pereyaslav, why? The fact is, Azerbaijan, as it gets more and more sieged up, the more fucked over they're going to be in the long run for focusing down here. And I'm going to sit back for a bit to avoid taking stupendous losses anymore. And this episode's going a little over the time limit, so I'm going to have to stop it here. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, where I will have to think a bit on what I'm going to do during this war. And chances are, what I'll have to do is hopefully get Azerbaijan weaker and weaker and weaker, till they eventually end up piecing out. In many different ways. Because I want them to give, say, that to them, for beginners. I really do want to weaken them, and I will do so by giving the land to Pereyaslav. But either way, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.